What's today? I think today is the 10th or the 11th. Let me just check something here. Today is the 11th, June 11th. What a fantastic day. It's so beautiful here today. I just want to give you an update here on the garden. Things are looking amazing. I think some birds get into some stuff, but I'll figure that out later. Anyway, here is I don't know if I mentioned that I forgot to poke holes in the pots. These pots right here that have the herbs in it, and so we had a huge rainstorm, and well, they got flooded. I mean, come on, what was I thinking, right? So I had to come along and poke poke some holes so that they could drain. But I thought all the seeds would have been dead, but no, some of them are actually coming up. Cilantro's coming up. Arugula is doing amazing. We have some thyme here. I don't know how well you can see that. Sweet basil. Oregano, I don't see any oregano yet. No parsley. No summer savory yet. Oh, one, two, three little summer savories. And I've also planted in here some catnip. And I'm going to tell you later what I'm going to do with the catnip. All right. I've got some sunflowers. I had to put them somewhere, so I just stuck them right in here. That's my doorstop. All right. What do we got going on here? Got some onions growing, and they did get a good solid rain, and somebody is very unhappy with me. He's on the deck. He's very unhappy that I won't let him out to play. Yeah, so onions I'm seeing here, these are really sprouting up. This guy got moved for some reason. I think we had might have had some birds in here rearranging some stuff, but as they rearrange it, I put it back. You know, what can you do, right? Tomatoes, these are my little cherry tomatoes. They are called Super Sweet 100s. And I was going to use this bed for like a lot of different things, but apparently these super sweets get really big, and so they're already in their cages. Oh, and along the wall here, I've got my English cucumbers growing. Hoping, fingers crossed, that they do very well. Because they're in bags, you know. And the reason I put them in bags is because all the energy is going to go to. It's not going to go with stability and holding themselves up and growing along the ground. And then when the fruit actually does come, it's going to be off the ground and it's probably not going to rot. We're going to, as they grow, we're going to tie them up on the wall here, on the chicken wire here, and give them some stability. Over here, I've put in some beets and some other tomatoes. What are they called? A celebrity. So they're your just a regular size tomato. And again, I've got plans for everything. Not so much the beets. I don't like beets, but other people do. In here, I don't know how well you can see, along here, I've got some dill planted. I know dill grows really tall, so another thing about dill is that if you have some in your garden, the deer are less likely to show up because they don't like the smell. Got 3 rows of carrots along here and 3 rows of radishes in here too. I know it seems a little cramped in there, but you know, we'll pick up and move things as they're needed to be. And again, tomatoes over here in this corner. Here, oh my gosh, look at these peas are just taking off like crazy. Just taking off. Wow. Yeah, so these guys here, I'm going to put a string up here from there to there and tie them up. And as they grow, I'm going to encourage them to grab a hold of the twine instead of the chicken wire, because I don't want to put too much weight on this chicken wire. So I'm going to put a string from that post to that post and encourage them to grow there. I know lots of cucumbers here. However, once they get established, we're building another. We're going to build another bed, and we're going to fill it with dirt and compost and some other good stuff. And they're going to be able to. We're going to be able to move these before they get too established. Right now, they're just in there because I didn't want to leave them in the cell packs. Because they do, some of them were starting to turn yellow. So I put them in the ground for now. Once that other garden bed gets built, then they're going to be very easily transported. All right, we got beans. The beans didn't, usually when you buy a envelope of beans, whether they're green, yellow, or decorative beans, you do have to soak them overnight. Well, unfortunately, I soaked them and forgot about them, so I soaked them for 2 nights instead of 1. You shouldn't really soak them for like more than 12 hours, really. But they ended up just not. I think out of this whole tray of beans that I planted, I think I got 3. So this over here, this is strictly yellow beans, and I just planted them directly in the ground, and they're growing. I gently peeked. It's like peeking under the Christmas tree. So I had a peek, and one of them, it did sprout. So I know that they're going to be fine. And over here, I've got I think three beans planted right in here. I don't know I can't see what I'm doing. So, okay. Potatoes. Oh my gosh. Look at these potatoes. For potatoes that were planted way too early, they got a touch of frost, 2 touches of frost, and a lot of cold rain, and these poor guys took a lot of abuse. But they're doing spectacular. Once we get these cucumbers out of here, I'm going to have to thin out the potatoes and put them up here maybe, because there's a lot there. And can't remember if those were red or Yukon. I think they're red potatoes. They're not Yukon Gold. In here, in these little pots right here, I have put, what are they called? Like sandwich boosters. What's the word I'm looking for? Isn't it terrible? Sprouts. So broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, things that make sandwiches kind of yummy. So as these grow, as the sprouts grow, we can harvest them and put more seeds down because they grow that fast. Anyway, somebody got into my cilantro on the front deck and dug it all up. So I might have to either replant or hope for the best for this. But it's definitely, oh dear. Somebody got my cilantro. What are you going to do, right? And this, my doorstop, I don't know. I put some sunflower in there, a bunch. And once they start to sprout, I'll just kind of, just put them around. They're decorative. They're not really, and they're pretty. All different colors. I love sunflowers so much. Anyway, that's my update for today. Energetically, wow, it's just been a real kick in the shorts lately. Schumann Resonance is off the charts. Everybody's either depressed or tired or grouchy, or the poor dog is just desperate to get out. But yeah, check the Schumann Resonance. I'm going to put a link down below as to how you can check the Schumann Resonance and sort of gauge, have a look at your mood, and then have a look at that Schumann Resonance and see if the two correlate. I don't know. I've been really depressed lately, and And then I had a look at that. I hadn't looked at it for a couple months, and then I thought, oh, I'll have a look and see. And sure enough, it was off the charts. Let's see. Oh yes. I've got my t-shirt website is up and running. I'll put a link to that as well. And the t-shirts are all like the one t-shirt I have. I'm gonna be working on spirit animals, and the one that I have up there right now is Black Panther, and a little bit of FIT swag, a hat, t-shirts. So yeah, have a look. If there's anything you're interested in, you go ahead and it'll just automatically order for you. If there's anything that you want to see, please let me know, and I'm sure I can hook that into the website as well. There's so much that I could put on there right now. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to let this dog out to run before it gets too hot. It's going to be about 26 degrees, and he doesn't do well in 26 degrees and up, because he likes to play. He likes to play hard. And okay, that's it for me for today. Yeah, those are clearly, we didn't grow those. But they sure are pretty. All right. Have a blessed rest of the weekend, everybody. And I'll try and update you on the other garden, which that's where we've got the horseradish, tomatoes, carrots, and I might even take a few cucumbers over there too. All right. Have a blessed rest of the weekend, everybody. Bye.